Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Tay TV, my reaction video. For today, I will be reacting to 10 strangest things found by deep sea divers. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to get straight into this video. Follow me on my social medias below. I'll greatly appreciate it. Let's get into this video.
And you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. Although sunken ships and ancient artifacts are interesting finds, deep divers are becoming too used to them. Therefore, they're scouting for more stunning discoveries that leave everyone talking. Should you explore your deep diving skills in any of the mentioned locations,
It's going to be an interesting
the
video.
Baltic Sea anomaly.
Okay, this is the
While
Baltic
searching
Sea.
for treasure on the ocean floor in the Baltic Sea, Peter Lindbergh and his team took a sonar image of a strange thing. The image captured an artificial 200-foot circular object with passageways and stairs. They were convinced that it was an alien spacecraft even before publishing it. The internet took delight in the image and blew it up with several conspiracy theories. Samples taken from the area were given to Swedish scientists, who said there was nothing alien about that place.
Look
It was
at
hard for
that
the
in the
oceanics team to
sea.
think otherwise, because they were shocked at the arrangement. Geologists say the object could be a
Wow,
link between human
that's
evolution
amazing.
or a Fourth Reich ship that drowned during the Cold War. None of these theories explain why electric equipment malfunctions around the object. Interestingly, researchers confirm that the object wasn't made of metal. Hence, it proves that the area had no extraterrestrial contact. Despite the rebuttal from experts, many still think a UFO is flying at the bottom of the Baltic Sea. We can't rule out their suspicions as baseless, as some things just don't add up. Ghost Fleet of Truck Lagoon.
Ghost
Truck
Fleet.
Lagoon, previously called Truck Lagoon, is a large area where divers can dive among over 60 sunken ships. The nearby Truck Island once served as a Japanese naval base, but was destroyed during World War II. On February 17, 1944, 5 fleets of 4 light carriers descended on the island in a surprise attack. The military moved about 250 aircraft to the area 1 week before this
250
attack,
aircraft.
and all were destroyed. The watercraft and battleships destroyed during the bombings settled 100 to 150 feet below the water's surface. Some of the wrecks to see when you visit this site include the famous Fujikawa Maru cargo ship, which has been overtaken by underwater wildlife, 3 tanks, colorful coral, and the 169 Shinohara submarine that you can swim in around. Some of the wrecks are visible from the shallow clear water, making it more enticing for divers to dive. Unfortunately, the site is dangerous because of the cables, ragged edges, fuel, and old oil leaking into the water. Yonaguni Monument. Like the Baltic Sea
Yonaguni
anomaly,
Monument.
the Yonaguni Monument was believed to be an artificial underwater city. However, scientists thought differently after investigating it. They say it's a submerged rock formation that took another shape. First discovered by a dive tour operator in 1985, this monument didn't receive much attention until Masakai Komura made news of finding
Monument,
He
a
claimed that the
monument
remains
under
were
the sea.
possibly from ancient Japanese culture or
Wow.
the city. Many believed him,
That
but
crowd has
others
some
say
good
it was caused by natural erosion.
interesting facts.
As with many ancient formations, the massive stone structure lay at a depth of 35 meters. Due to the heavy incrustation, it was difficult to say what this monument was. He went around it several times, taking pictures for reference. To this day, many divers aren't comfortable with the explanations given and the journey into the sea, so they see it themselves. They return with personalized stories and experiences. The Yonaguni Monument is located 70 miles from Taiwan and features lush green wilderness and sandy shores. It attracts divers from across the globe to the beautiful island. Sinkhole full of skulls.
Sinkhole full of skulls. This might be
Deep-sea divers
interesting.
have found a Mexican sinkhole containing hundreds of human skulls, dating back centuries. This cave system is located in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula and is a skull vineyard. After this revelation, archaeologists spent 2 weeks exploring the 2 chambers filled with elongated Maya human skulls. The skulls belong to people of different sexes and ages who are believed to be sacrificed to an ancient god. However, how did their remains make their way into the deep underwater? Bradley Russell, the archaeologist who made this discovery, believes the dead were buried as a form of ritual. Better still, they were victims of a plague that swept through the area. One of the skulls seemed to have suffered from a bacterial disease that caused it to be deformed. It was believed that people affected by diseases were
Interesting.
alienated from healthy people. Between 1150 and 1450, this area was a major political center with at least 17,000 residents. The skeletons in this sinkhole are one of the earliest discovered in the Americas. Lake Michigan Stonehenge.
Lake Michigan.
This Stonehenge was erected around 9,000 years ago. It was discovered in Lake Michigan, in England, by Mark Holland, a professor of underwater archaeology. His colleague, Brian Abbott, found the structures as they scanned the ocean floor. They were searching for a shipwreck in 2007 when they saw the Stonehenge. The monument was buried 40 feet below the water and arranged in a similar circle like the Stonehenge. One stone was like a carving of a mastodon, an animal that went extinct 10,000 years ago. While the structure is a major find, there are many questions about whether it's naturally occurring or
The structure
human-made.
is interesting.
Some believe it's a prehistoric hunting circle like those in Lake Huron. Although this discovery was made a few years ago, little is known about it.
They say less is more, but we believe more is more. That's why we built our sports.
Researchers have promised to furnish us with new details when they find it. Using remote sensing techniques, scientists often survey lakes and oceans, searching for hidden structures like these. This modern technology has helped them find cars, boats, and even Civil War era pier. Icy Finger of Death.
Icy finger of death.
The icy finger of death is a weird phenomenon that occurs in nature. It happens at the bottom of the Arctic Ocean and the Southern Ocean of Antarctica. It's also called brinicles, and it forms when saline water leaks from the cracks in the ocean's floor. Since saline is denser than surrounding water, it turns into liquid ice when it comes in contact with fresh water. While this site seems cool, it's not favorable for sea creatures living on the ocean floor. The brinicles will slowly engulf everything near them, causing urchins, starfish, sea crustaceans, and other
Look
sea
at those
creatures to be
starfish.
frozen. Researchers explain that brinicles could have played a role in the origin of life. There's a high concentration of chemical compounds like fats and lipids inside the ice compartment. They act as a primitive membrane, which is necessary for life. The brinicle also contains a mixture of basic and acidic components, capable of supplying energy for the formation of more complex molecules. Christ of the Abyss. Like many deep-sea findings, divers wonder why anyone would take to the ocean's bottom to dispose of him. This sculpture of Jesus Christ was dropped into the Mediterranean Sea by Guido Galletti, an artist.
Guido Galletti.
Christ of the Abyss is a bronze statue between Camagli and Portofino on the Italian Riviera. It was lowered into the sea on August 22, 1954, near the spot where Dario Cansati lost his life. It stands at 2.5 meters tall and 15 meters of water. The
15
statue
meters of
shows
water.
Jesus raising his arms as though giving thanks to his Father in heaven. Today, the site's a tourist attraction for scuba divers in Italy. The area has been called clean, and the monument was repaired severally to make it stand the test of time. Non-divers can see a copy of the statue at the Diving Museum in Ravenna, or nearby San Frotuso Abbey. Two other structures have been created from the inspiration gotten from Christ of the Abyss. There's also another one outside Italy in the port of St. George, on the Caribbean island of Grenada. Now and then, controversial content is uploaded to the internet, leaving everyone to their theory. This picture is one of those that's left everyone wondering if there's more to this finding. Massive knife.
Massive knife.
Not many people willingly visit the ocean's bottom, but when they do, we have no choice but to pay attention to their findings. This mysterious image captures three divers holding a massive knife. The location of this discovery remains sketchy, but the image generated reactions after it was uploaded on the internet. Many consider it evidence that giants existed long before humans. While this is the possible
true. I
explanation
believe
for
that.
finding this, we can't dispute that it could be a hoax. It may have been a prop that ended up in the ocean by chance. Mariana Trench. Visiting the
Mariana
Western
Trench.
Pacific Oceans means you're ready to see the deepest parts of the ocean. The Mariana Trench is deeper than Mount Everest. It's 43 miles wide and 1,580 miles long. To put this into perspective, it's 5 times longer than the Grand Canyon. Researchers say only a tiny portion of this trench has been explored due to the terrain. However, several new underwater species have been found here. with most living on the ocean floor. You don't expect marine mammals like goblin sharks or whales to survive in such terrible conditions, do you? The animals that dwell in this part of the ocean survive in extreme pressure and complete darkness. Food in the Mariana Trench is limited since the deep gorge is far from the land. Terrestrial plant material is hardly seen on the bottom of the seafloor. The microbes that live there rely on sulfur and methane, while others manage to grab some marine life on the seafloor.
This is
While
interesting.
some animals survive in such conditions, researchers have found high levels of organic pollutants in the organisms. The world's oldest city. The remains of the ancient city Dwarka were found in 2011, off the coast of India in the Gulf of Kama. Scientists were shocked at this finding, as their suspicions were confirmed after they sighted hand tools, artwork, fossilized bones, and pottery shards. The ancient city is believed to be 9,000 years old, predating the earliest Indian civilizations that sprung up 4,000 years ago. Carbon dating on the debris from the walls, pottery, sculpture, construction materials, beads, human bones, and teeth showed that the civilization existed long before the Sumerian, Chinese, and Egyptian civilizations. Dwarka is mentioned in numerous texts, suggesting it had major amounts of royal palaces, constructed with silver and decorated with emeralds. The description of the city in the books matches what scientists saw on the site. Despite ongoing studies on this site, there's still much to be known about the place. Researchers are still debating its actual age and the culture of the people that inhabited it. The ancient city is an attraction site for
This is
many
it for this video.
today.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video. Follow me on my social medias below. Thank you.